Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dominique Martin, a licensed therapist, and today we're going to talk about something that can completely transform relationships: love languages. Have you ever felt like you was giving your partner love, but they still didn't feel it? Or maybe you thought, why don't they just appreciate everything I do? Or you might not be incompatible, you might just be speaking different love languages. Today, I'm going to break down the 5 love languages, why understanding them matters, how they affect relationship dynamics, and how misunderstandings can lead to breakdowns, and how to communicate your needs so you can build a deeper connection. Because love ain't just about how you feel, it's also about how your partner experiences that love. All right, let's dive in. So, the idea behind love languages is this: people give and receive and experience love in 5 different ways. So, there are 5 primary love languages: acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch. So, let's break them down. All right, let's start off with acts of service. So, this love language is about actions. So, for example, doing the dishes without being asked, or taking something off of your partner's plate. For someone with this love language, actions truly speak louder than words. And when you help them, they feel cared for. And when this need isn't met, they often feel unsupported or overwhelmed. All right, moving on to the next one: receiving gifts. Now, this one often gets misunderstood. So, it's not about materialism, it's about thoughtfulness. So, for example, bringing home their favorite snack, a small surprise, or a meaningful gift that maybe they've been wanting or talking about. For this person, a gift says, I was thinking about you when you wasn't in front of me. When it's missing, they may feel forgotten or unimportant. All right, moving on to quality time. So, this is about undivided attention. So, not sitting next to each other scrolling on phones, but real presence through deep conversations or shared experiences. So, intentional time together. For someone with this love language, time spent together is how they receive love. And when they don't get it, they can feel lonely, even in a relationship. All right, so now let's talk about words of affirmation. For partners with this kind of love language, words really carry emotional weight. So, saying things like, I appreciate you, I'm proud of you mean so much to me, thank you for everything you do. This verbal reassurance helps them feel secure. And when affirmation is missing, they may start to feel unseen or unappreciated or unvalued. All right, so let's move on to physical touch. And this is about physical closeness as emotional connection. So things like holding hands, hugs, sitting close. For someone with this love language, touch creates emotional safety and connection. And without it, it may feel like rejection to them, even if everything else seems fine. All right, so now let's shift to why understanding love languages matters. Because this is where couples sometimes get stuck. All right, here's where it gets important. So, most people love the way they prefer to receive it, but your partner may not experience love that way. So you might clean the house to show love, but if your partner needs words of affirmation, they may still feel emotionally empty. And this mismatch creates tension because one partner may feel unappreciated and the other feeling unloved. And over time, this can lead to resentment or emotional distance. And often couples say, we just grew apart. But sometimes they were missing each other's emotional language, and this often impacts relationship dynamics. Love languages influence how safe each partner feels, how conflict escalates, and how connected you feel after disagreements, and whether emotional needs are consistently being met. When someone is loved in their primary love language, they soften, they open up, and they become more patient. And when they don't, small problems feel bigger, and criticism hurts more, and emotional withdrawal or defensiveness may increase. And when love languages are ignored, or when emotional needs go unmet, for long periods, couples often experience emotional withdrawal or increased criticism or loss of connection or feeling misunderstood, or sometimes even seeking connection outside of the relationship. And not because love isn't there, but because it isn't being translated in a way that they receive it. Let me say this. Understanding love languages doesn't fix everything, but it can dramatically improve emotional security. All right, so with that said, it is so important to recognize and understand your own love language. So that way you can effectively communicate this. So, how to recognize your love language? Ask yourself, what makes me feel most loved? What do I complain about often? Or what do I naturally give to others? Your complaints often give clues. So if you often say, "You don't help me," it may be acts of service. If you think, "We don't spend time together," it may be quality time. And if you say, "You don't say anything nice," it may be words of affirmation. Or if you think, "We don't hug or hold hands," it may be physical touch. And if you say, "You don't surprise me," it may be receiving gifts. Your unmet needs often reveal your love language. So, just like it's important to recognize and understand your love language, it's also important to recognize and understand your partner's love language as well. So, here's how to recognize your partner's love language. So, watch what they do. So, what do they ask for, complain about, or constantly give to you? Because again, people usually express love in the way that they most value receiving it. So if they compliment you often, affirmations matter to them. If they initiate hugs, physical connection is important. If they plan date nights, quality time is likely key. So pay attention. Their behavior tells a story. So why is this so important? Here's the truth. You can love someone deeply, but if you're not loving them in a way they can receive it, they may still feel unloved. And loving your partner the way they need to be loved, not just the way that feels natural to you, is what builds deeper connections. It says, "I see you, I understand you, and I care about your emotional world." That's how deeper connection is built. All right, so now let's shift to how to talk about love languages in your relationship. So, first, have this conversation when y'all calm, not during conflict. You can say something like, "I've been thinking about what makes me feel most loved, and I realize I really feel connected when," and share more about your love language. Or, "What makes you feel most loved by me?" Approach it with curiosity. It's about understanding. Communicate your needs clearly. Be specific. So instead of "You don't care about me," try, "When you sit and talk with me without distractions, I feel really connected." Or instead of "You don't appreciate me," try, "It means a lot when you tell me what you notice about what I do." Specific requests reduce defensiveness. Vague criticism increases it. All right. Okay, so let's shift to something that often comes up, and that's, What if you and your partner have different love languages? So most couples do. Different love languages don't mean incompatibility, it means intentional. Here's what helps. So learn to speak their love language regularly. Don't dismiss theirs just because it's not yours. The key is this. Love your partner in a way that they can experience it, not just the way that feels natural to you. Effort communicates care, and when both partners are willing to learn each other's language, connection deepens. Understanding love languages in your relationship is about learning your relationship's emotional blueprint. When partners feel understood and valued in a way that they can actually experience and receive love, that's when relationships thrive and choosing to show up in ways that matter to them. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it, and subscribe. And if you're going to start taking the steps to creating the relationship you want, comment below. Which love language stood out most to you? I want to hear from you. And as always, stay motivated, and I'll see you on the next video.